welcome Nova. And all those here to witness, we are here today to join both Kiri and Nova in holy matrimony. Now, some people probably ask about what love is. And by no means do I consider myself to be an expert, but because love is it's a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides, and when it does subside, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have been so entwined together that it's inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness, it's not excitement, it's not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. It's not the desire to mate every second minute of every day. It's not lying awake at night imagining that he is kissing every cranny of your body. And don't blush, I'm telling you some truths. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love is burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. The little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and a common objectives. It's standing together, facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It's speaking the words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting that the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have wings of an angel. It's not looking for perfection in each other. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each other can grow. It's finding a room for the things of the spirit. It's a common sense or a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. You've known each other from the first acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to be here now and marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held on random VR worlds or late night Discord calls or just wherever they may be. All those sentences that began with when we're married and continued with I will and you will and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all the things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you've learned much from one another in the time you spent. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Nova, if you'd like to present your vows.
Do you still want to go first?
Oh, you can go. Okay.
Okay. 7 months ago, I got to know you like no one else had. It was a shock. It was not something I ever looked for coming into this or any type of online thing, but you changed my mind in your actions and the way you were. I fell in love with you. And although we both have reasons why we couldn't do this outside of our life here together, this here means the most to me. Although we've been married in the other games, this where we met, where we spend the majority of our time, is as close to real life as I can get. You've got me through some ridiculously bad times and kept me from disappearing like I used to do every couple of months because I needed that time to myself. You got me through every one of those. And I can't thank you enough for doing that for me. But I can give you everything that I have, all the love I have for anyone. If not, as if anything, it's mostly devoted to you, and it has been for months. And I hope that we can continue to walk down this path for the longest time. I have no ideas in my mind that this will ever end, and we will be like this together always. Maybe not in this world, but in another one, going on different games, different ways of being together constantly from morning to night. We've never been separated since 7 months ago, and this means so much to me that I treat this as real as it possibly be.
Kiri, if you're ready, you may present your vows.
Okay. So you knew that coming in here, I would get tongue-tied. You know that about me. And it's one of the things that I really appreciate that you notice. So yes, I had to write these down so I wouldn't get tongue-tied, but I still feel I'm gonna get tongue-tied anyway, so I'm sorry. But okay, so today I stand before you, going to devote myself to you. Just as we have since the meeting, I will continue to do my best to complement your life, striving to helping you feel your happiest and most fulfilled in life. I vow to stand beside you with any trials and tribulations that life may choose to deal us, and to celebrate the triumphs we have together. I thank you for showering me with your adoration and for your patience and deepest understanding for all my quirks and loving me through these. I love you so deeply. I can't wait till tonight and I get to take you up on that offer. You're important to me.
Thank you, Kiri. So, by the power invested in me by absolutely nobody at all in VRChat, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Woo!
Yes, this thing. Okay. Yeah, that's the
Cheers!
cue.
Cheers, everybody!
Cheers.
Please make a pathway.
Make a pathway for the bride in the room. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Strands in your eyes, the colors they're wonderful. Stop me, you stay on my bed. And I'm lost in the mountains, the stars, the sky, never revealing their day. And tell me that we belong together. Sit up with a traveler.